Top of the day to you all, and welcome to the Module 2 of PD 5202. This is features of curriculum. Given the different types of definitions of curriculum, it will seem that a useful definition of curriculum should meet two criteria. The first one being that it should reflect the general understanding of the term as used by educators who defined the curriculum, and it should be useful to educators in making operational distinctions. Beyond this, a number of basic features of curriculum emerged, and some of them are: a good curriculum is planned. This implies that developing a curriculum requires elaborate efforts. It is not accidentally done or hurriedly put together, as many activities are involved at the levels of school and other curriculum agencies. This means that curriculum is not something you just pick up or you just wake up Sunday and put pen to paper. It is a well-planned document that will involve the school, that will involve the society, that will involve even the students or the learners. So it's not something that is already put together, and that's what is meant by saying a good curriculum is planned. Another feature of a good curriculum is that the curriculum is systematic. This suggests that curriculum involves stage-by-stage outlay of activities and not module up or done in a way that is likely to create confusion, e.g., weekly, termly, yearly arrangement of learning experiences, units, using units and modules. What this one means that if you pick a curriculum for any subject, you will see the arrangement of the concept of the subject in an orderly manner. You have daily, you have weekly, you have monthly, you have termly, then you have a sessional arrangement of curriculum. So it's not something that is just module up. The topics to be covered, the subtopics, and what have you are arranged sequentially so that you move from one concept to another. So it's not something that you just pick up a piece of paper and everything that you're supposed to teach your student are just packed together without being neatly arranged. So a good curriculum is systematic. Another feature of a good curriculum is the school anchors a curriculum. No matter how beautiful a subject curriculum is, it will be anchored by a school, whatever the case may be. Unlike the informal process of education, the school relates to curriculum to guide its activities and programs. You know what is meant by informal, apprenticeship, master kind of education. Somebody wants to learn fashion designing now. There is no laid down curriculum to learn fashion design. Do you get it now? It's just the master that will teach the learners what he or she wants to teach them. There is no arrangement whatsoever. But in a formal setting, after a school curriculum must have been arranged or written to be given to the school to be anchored by the school. A curriculum focuses on the child. Yes, curriculum focuses on the child. The most important consideration in curriculum activities is the child's needs for coping with life challenges. This is why curriculum is usually designed to equip the learner with the knowledge, skills, values, and other forms of competencies that will make him or her useful to himself and the larger society. This now tells us why the colonial masters, the missionaries, kind of curricula were rejected. by our forefathers, because most of the subjects in their curricula could not produce the type of children that will contribute their quota to the development of our country. Their curricula were replete with hygiene, civic education, and moral view. So their curricula were rejected, and we came up with our own drafted curricula that are being used in most of our public schools and private schools today. And those curricula have been developed over time to meet up with the trends globally. So, we want to plan a curriculum. The child is the center of the planning. So, what are those things we want to teach them that will bring about behavioral changes in them, that will make them to be useful to themselves and even to the society at large? Curriculum focuses on the child. Yes, we have mentioned that. Curriculum derives its basis from the expectation of the society. Yes. We talk about, in our definition, we talk about prescriptive and descriptive curriculum. The descriptive curriculum talks about broad definition, whereby expectation of the society were included. So, when you say the curriculum derives its basis from society, we mean that it is through the curriculum that the society perpetuates itself. So, the curriculum is only relevant when and if it serves the needs of the society for which it is meant. For instance, look at the issue of COVID-19. It brought about a kind of changes in Nigerian schools' curricula. Then the issue of, the need to solve most of the pending problems in our society brings about interest in STEM education, that is, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics education. If you see many science educators these days in Nigeria, they talk more about how to improve STEM education in our schools, because they know the experiences our children will learn from, or we gain from STEM education, will make it possible for them to be problem solvers. And by virtue of this, they will be able to solve most of the problems bedeviling our nation. So the curriculum design is based from the society. What is happening in our society will determine when and how you will have to develop the existing curriculum. Curriculum development is a dynamic activity. Constructing a curriculum is an ongoing and never-ending process. This is because there is always a new need to be addressed through the school system at every stage of the societal life. I've mentioned it under the curriculum derives its basis from the expectation of the society. Curriculum development, you review the existing one in order to meet the challenges that is pending or that is bedeviling the society. Like I mentioned the issue of COVID-19 now, Nigerian government had to review the curricula of its educational system so that when such a thing happens in future, it will not meet them by surprise. Most schools now, they are doing what we called online teaching. Though you may not call them online teaching, but by and large, without meeting with their students physically, they are still be able to engage them. They are able to interface with them virtually. But most tertiary institutions these days now are now using what we called flipped classroom, like the one we are using. Whereby you pre-record the lecture and upload it for the student on the learning management system, to have access to it at their leisure hour. With this, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of Module 2 of PD 5202. Until we meet to discuss Module 3 next time, do have a great day.